I don't know. Later na lang. I'll talk to you later na lang. Okay? Okay. Fine. Okay, fine.
What's happening?
You fainted. You need to see a doctor. Hello, what seems to be the problem?
Fall. Black.
I'm sorry, come again?
Fall. Faint.
You fainted.
Black. Numb.
Everything went black all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Can you try to smile?
Why?
Please just try to smile. I think I know what's wrong. Alright, now raise your arms. Okay. And your speech.
Talk. Weak.
I see. It's okay. I believe I know the problem. Just wait here, let me go get something else. So, based on your CT scan, you had an ischemic stroke. A clot is preventing the proper flow of blood to your brain, causing the stroke and the symptoms.
Symptoms. Faint. Weak.
Muscle weakness, vision change, aphasia are some of the symptoms that you have experienced.
Aphasia?
Aphasia is the trouble understanding or using language. There are two common types of aphasia, Wernicke's and Broca's.
Wernicke. Broca?
Yes, Broca's aphasia is what you have right now. It is also known as non-fluent aphasia. It is when you can understand what people are saying and you know what you want to say, but you simply cannot express yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so take a look at this picture that I have. Dr. Pierre-Paul Broca discovered that area in the brain now named after him. He discovered that this area is concerned with speech production, which is why you are now having trouble talking. The area is located here in the frontal lobe. This is the frontal lobe. It's also involved with motor movement, and since your stroke prevented oxygen from getting to this area, your movement has also been impaired, which is why you've been feeling weak and collapsed. Now try grasping one of these bottles right here.
Right. No work. Better. Possible?
Yes, it is possible for you to get better.
How?
Well, there are different kinds of therapy. We can consult with a speech therapist to know what is the most suitable for you. There is the melodic intonation. Musicality is contained in the right hemisphere, which was unaffected by the stroke. The therapist will simply sing a few lines and you are to repeat it. For example, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. You try it.
Happy birthday to you.
See, wasn't that so much easier than speaking? You can also try to tap out the rhythm with your left hand so that your right hemisphere will be stimulated more. Eventually, less support will be given to you by your therapist until you are better at your speech again.
Write, work, move.
For your hemiparesis, there is constraint-induced therapy.
Constraint?
Yes, constraint. We will constrain your left working arm to a sling or something similar to that, thus forcing you to use your right impaired arm. This will counter-learn non-use, and it actually also works for speech.
Constraint, speech.
Yes, constraint-induced therapy can also be used to treat your aphasia. This will include long and intense therapy sessions. Your therapist will force you to use speech by constraining any other means of communication, such as hand gestures.
Only way?
Well, there are other types of therapy and medications as well, but I do have a bit of good news for you.
Good?
Yes, there is such a thing as spontaneous recovery. Majority of patients go through a period of spontaneous recovery and regain most of their functionality.
Recovery?
Yes, you can recover from this.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about your road to recovery.